Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve their goals effortlessly while others struggle? The secret could lie in the power of habit. Our lives are a tapestry of habits woven together over time. From the moment we wake up to the moment we drift off to sleep, our actions are largely dictated by these ingrained routines. They govern not just the mundane, like brushing our teeth or making coffee, but also our capacity for success, happiness, and personal growth. The fascinating world of habits and their profound impact on our lives has been explored in depth by journalist and author Charles Duhigg in his compelling book, The Power of Habit. Duhigg uncovers the transformative potential that habits hold, revealing that by understanding and altering them, we can dramatically improve our lives. Think about it. Have you noticed how easy it is to stick to a routine once it's established? It's because our brains are wired to seek efficiency. Habits, as Duhigg explains, allow our minds to rest, freeing up mental energy for other tasks. They're our brain's way of streamlining our daily lives. But habits aren't just time savers, they're also powerful drivers of behavior. They can lead us to success or pull us down the path of failure. They can shape our health, our work, our relationships, and even our happiness. The habits we cultivate can either support us in achieving our goals or become obstacles in our path. So, what if we could harness the power of habits? What if we could understand their inner workings and learn to shape them to our advantage? Consider the words of Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher who said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This insight, though centuries old, is more relevant today than ever. In our fast-paced, ever-evolving world, the ability to create positive, sustainable habits is a valuable skill, a tool for personal evolution. Understanding the science of habits might just be the key to unlocking your full potential. With this key, we can open doors to new possibilities, to a future where we are not just surviving, but truly thriving. So let's embark on this journey to discover the power of habit together. At the heart of each habit, there lies a simple yet powerful structure, referred to as the habit loop. Imagine a three-part cycle: cue, routine, and reward. These are the fundamental components of the habit loop and the building blocks of any habit. The cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It's a bit like a trigger for the brain, signaling it to go into automatic mode. This could be anything from a location, a time of day, an emotional state, other people, or even a preceding action. For instance, hearing your alarm in the morning, that's a cue. Next up is the routine. This is the behavior itself. The routine can be physical, like going for a run, mental, like solving a puzzle, or emotional, like venting to a friend. So, if your cue was the alarm, the routine might be getting up and brushing your teeth. Finally, we have the reward. This is the pleasurable outcome that reinforces the habit. The reward could be a feeling of accomplishment, relaxation, or even the taste of a good breakfast after brushing your teeth. The reward is crucial because it's what tells your brain, hey, this routine is worth remembering for the future. But here's the fascinating part. These three elements together form a loop that your brain follows unconsciously, which is why habits can feel so automatic. It's like your brain is on autopilot. Charles Duhigg, the author of The Power of Habit, uses the example of backing your car out of the driveway. Over time, this becomes a habit that you can do without even thinking about it, thanks to the habit loop. Now you might be wondering, how can I use this to change my habits? Well, the key lies in understanding your own habit loops. Once you can identify the cues and rewards that drive your routines, you can begin to shift your behavior. You can keep the same cue, offer the same reward, but adopt a new, healthier routine. To change a habit, you need to understand its loop. Once you've identified your habit loop, you can start to shift your behaviors. Now, how can we use this knowledge to actually change our habits? Here's where the golden rule of habit change comes into play. This golden rule is essentially a guiding principle that states the most effective way to change a habit is to keep the same cue and reward, but alter the routine that transpires in between. Imagine, for instance, a habit of snacking on junk food in the middle of the day. The cue might be a rumbling stomach around 3 in the afternoon, and the reward could be the temporary satisfaction and energy boost from the sugar rush. But the routine, snacking on junk food, is what needs to change. According to the golden rule, one could change this habit by replacing the junk food with a healthier snack. The cue and reward remain the same, but the routine is altered. Or consider a smoking habit. The cue could be a stressful situation, the reward is the relief from the nicotine, but the routine, smoking, is the detrimental part. The golden rule suggests replacing the smoking routine with something else that also provides relief, perhaps deep breathing exercises, or a quick walk around the block. But it's important to remember that changing a habit isn't like flipping a switch. It's a process that requires patience and persistence. It's like sculpting a statue, chipping away bit by bit until the desired shape is formed. And yes, there will be setbacks, but they are just part of the journey and not the end of the road. Changing a habit also requires self-awareness. Being aware of your cues and understanding what rewards you are seeking can make it easier to alter the routine. It's like being a detective, investigating your own behavior to find the best way to make a change. So, the golden rule of habit change is not a magic formula, but a framework for understanding and altering habits. It's a tool that, when used correctly, can lead to significant changes in behavior. Remember, it takes effort and persistence to change a habit, but it's entirely possible with the right approach. There's a certain type of habit that has the power to start a chain reaction in your life. These are known as Keystone habits. Now, what makes these habits so special? Well, imagine them as the first domino in a line. Once it topples, it sets off a cascade, leading to a series of changes. These habits, once established, have the power to influence how we work, eat, play, live, spend, and communicate. They are the cornerstones, the keystones of our lives. Let's consider an example to illustrate this. Imagine someone who decides to start running every morning. On the surface, this might seem like a simple fitness habit. But look a little deeper and you'll see the ripple effect. They start eating healthier to fuel their runs. They sleep better because they're more physically tired. They feel more productive and focused during the day because of the endorphins released during exercise. Their mood improves and they feel more positive overall. All this from one keystone habit: running. Or consider billionaire Warren Buffett, who attributes much of his success to a single keystone habit: reading. By dedicating several hours each day to read, he's continuously learning and growing, which has a profound impact on his decision-making abilities in business and his understanding of the world. The beauty of keystone habits is that they don't just create isolated changes. They set off chain reactions that influence other habits and behaviors in our lives, often in ways we don't immediately recognize. Now, the challenge lies in identifying your personal keystone habits. What are the habits that, if you focus on them, could spark a positive chain reaction in your life? It might be something as simple as making your bed every morning, or something more complex like dedicating time each day to learning a new skill. Remember, the power lies not in the complexity of the habit, but in its ability to set off a chain reaction of positive changes. Identifying and focusing on your keystone habits can create widespread changes in your life. Did you know that the people around you can have a significant impact on your habits? It's true. Our social circles, our communities, they can shape our habits, subtly nudging us towards certain behaviors and away from others. In fact, numerous psychological studies have shown that we are more likely to adopt a habit if we see people around us performing it. Think of it this way: if you're part of a fitness group where everyone wakes up early for a jog, you're more likely to do the same. This is because as social creatures we naturally want to fit in, to be part of the group, and so we adopt the habits that define that group. This underlines the power of community and habit formation. So if you're looking to develop a new habit or change an old one, consider your social environment. Surround yourself with those who share your desired habits and you're more likely to succeed. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you won't miss out on more enlightening content like this. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of habits today. We've uncovered the power of the habit loop, the foundation of all our repeated actions. We've learned about the golden rule of habit change, a vital principle for reshaping our lives. We've explored the strength of a keystone habit and how it can trigger a cascade of positive changes. And we've seen how community can strengthen habit formation, providing us with the necessary support and accountability. These principles aren't just theoretical, they're practical tools you can start using today. Observe your habits, understand what triggers them and what reward you're seeking. Apply the golden rule to change undesired habits. Cultivate strong keystone habits. Harness the power of your community. As Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So start cultivating good habits today and watch as your life transforms.